What if I told y'all there was one thing, like one major glaring game issue with DNF Duel? I'ma just come out and say it. The DNF Duel defense mechanics are garbage. Alright, disclaimer, this is just my opinion with having the game for over like a week or so now. And from how I felt from the beta, still kind of carry over now. Just because what I say about this doesn't mean I'm 100% right. Keep that in mind. I want y'all to think for yourselves too. So let's talk about things that I personally feel like they could do to change it. Number one, let's talk about the MP usage. Now, the thing about arguing about DNF Duel with some people is like, yeah, it's like DFO. They made it just like that. However, when you try to make a fighting game nowadays, you got to try to get the people that's going to play it into the game. And there's been a lot of commentators, even pro players, frustrated with the game already. Like, it's only day 2 or 3 at this point, and people are pissed. First big issue, I hate how MP works in the game. Yo, the penalty for not just spamming them really sucks. Is another debate for another day. Honestly, when they go into MP exhaustion state, that's maybe the best time to actually go fight them. The problem is with guard cancel. Guard cancel costs 100 MP to just knock somebody away if they're very oppressive. Now, I wouldn't mind it being 100 MP if I could block forever, but in DNF Duel, if I just sit there and block, I'm probably going to get chipped out and almost be put very close into a guard broken state. I don't know if that's personally for me. Look, the sign's like, all right, we coming to get Yaya. Okay, I'm sorry. What I would personally do is knock guard cancel down to probably 50 MP. In a match, you could get at least total of like 4 times to do it. I think 50 is good if you want the game to be high octane in action and not feeling like the other players just stuck in the corner for the whole time. Another thing a lot of people have been complaining about, and some people feel this way still, like they wish there was air blocking in DNF Duel. Now, as I've played more of the game, I kind of want it, but I don't feel like it's needed at the same time. I think the only reason to be kind of needed is for those big cinematic attacks and characters that have cinematic DPs. Because when in doubt, you gonna get DP'd out. When in doubt, Inquisitor gonna go bird. When in doubt, Crusader gonna hit you with something stupid. I'm just saying, I feel like air blocking would be good. However, it would change the way the game is trying to be played. It's supposed to be a more grounded, footsie-oriented game, not something like a traditional anime fighting game. And that's my big gripe with DNF Duel a little bit. I think the game is fun, don't get me wrong, but I personally think what I love about anime fighting games is kind of disappearing from like the anime fighting games. Like, where's my IAD air combos? Where's the air combos that send me to the heavens? You know, I like stuff like that. I like the faster gameplay. And this game could get crazy and chaotic as well. So if you're a person that's just very rushdown oriented, you're going to love this fucking game. You're going to love this game if you like mixing stuff like that. But for people that like to play very defensive, I feel like it's very weak in that regard. I had another friend suggest that they make guard count to 40. But the reason why I don't want it to be 40 is because it's going to turn into like how some games that just always a combo breaker. Or you feel like every time you get a combo, something's getting broken. I don't want it to be that strong, okay? I just want it to feel like I have more utility to stop people just in my face 24/7. And then somebody's going to say, well, Yaya, why don't you use roll? Alright, here's the truth about roll. I honestly don't think roll's that great of a tool so far in this game. Here's the thing about roll in DNF Duel. When you roll, it's not very invincible after you roll. So you can still get clipped, or if the opponent is weird, they just gonna pop freaking awakening or super on you. You're just gonna look stupid. It's also very bad that there's moves in the game that will autocorrect and turn around the opposite way and still catch you. Troubleshooter is the main reason why. Okay, Sirens, I get it. You don't want me to spill my anger right now. But yeah, a lot of characters will autocorrect you even after a roll. So you either gotta block or hit a button or potentially just hold that till they finish their block streak, which is very weird depending on who you ask. Again, this game's not gonna be for everybody, but yeah. At least what Guilty Gear Strive did that was cool was that they have the Roman cancel system. And with the Roman cancel system, you did have YRC. So if stuff felt too overwhelming, if you had the meter, you could get out of some situations right quick, you know, or just do something about it. at least. What's crazy is that in the DNF Duel surveys what's crazy about DNF Duel is if you pay attention to the surveys of the last beta, we were asking for better defense options. And I get it, nowadays, a lot of people that are casuals and stuff like that don't think defense is pretty dope, because they just don't understand why somebody blocking all day is pretty dope. You want an example of why defense in fighting games is cool? Look at Dragon Ball FighterZ Goichi versus Leffen. That was probably one of my favorite moments, seeing anybody have good display of defense and knowledge. Maybe I'm just projecting or just tripping, but I feel like a lot of Arcsys games are focusing on being like this grounded footsie-like game. Don't get me wrong, that's cool too, but it's just not what Arc System Works really is. This time I let it slide because it's aiding. We'll see about that in the future though. Yeah, I just want to talk about the defense mechanics right quick in DNF Duel. I just really think that, like, depending on your character, you're going to have either a good time or a hard time. For example, if your characters have big buttons or very crazy things like Crusader or even Berserker, characters like that so far, you're going to probably not give a fuck about defense because you got buttons for everything, you know? And this is early on. But tell me how y'all feel about the defense of DNF Duel. Did you like it in the beta? What do you wish they added to the defense mechanics in DNF Duel? Comment down below. It's your boy Avataryaya. Follow me on Twitter at avataryayaTV_. And remember, you guys are golden, and that is raw. Squalor, peace, and I'm out.
I've been the devil, I need me an arc and no water. I'm breathing, I feel like Tanjiro. Walking this bitch with a sound pack, so I'll let you rock it, I keep me a domino. Bitch, on my dip, man, I feel like Kazaki. Stretching that pussy out like it's Pilates. I'm dashing the soul like right out of a body. Fire, I'm spitting, I feel like Dobby. White bitch, blonde hair, looking like Lucy. She from Kyoshi, I paint her face Suki.